What's good? What's good? We back with a new one, man. And today we got our boy OG Dre, man. Y'all know, hey, I fuck with Dre heavy, man. So I'm always, you know what I'm saying, watching this shit, you know. Like I said, man, I was like, man, since I'm always watching this shit, I might as well react to the shit. Because this is the type of stuff I'm into. Already I'm looking at the background. What type of image? That's weird. But dirty facts about history that school probably did not teach you, part 8, man. Let's get into it, man. Hey, by the way, I hope y'all having a great day. I hope y'all had an amazing Thanksgiving, Black Friday, you know, Christmas coming up. Hey, get all your shopping out the way. Me, not buying a lot this year. I'm just not. I already made my mind up. My daughter, she's gonna have to just, yeah, what you want? You need some shoes, some clothes. Man, I'm not buying all these toys this year. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. I'm just letting her know right now. Even though she's not gonna watch my videos, unless they're gaming videos. My daughter don't watch no videos unless they gaming videos. Dad, what new games you playing? But anyway, let's get into it, man. Shout out to OG React. Let's get into it.
Let's take a look at 3 of the most horrific torture methods in human history. Up first, we have the heretic's fork. This device was used mainly during the Spanish Inquisition. It had 2 sharp ends which were positioned pointing at the victim's chin and neck, meaning that they couldn't nod their head or fall asleep without risking wounding themselves. The victims were forced to wear.
I ain't gonna lie, my nigga, that's might be a good punishment for some people.
The heretic's fork until they confessed to crimes that they may or may not have committed. Next up, we have the brazen bowl. This torture device was a hollowed-out bronze statue shaped like a bowl with enough space for a human being to fit inside.
I think
Once the victim had been locked within the statue, a fire would be built underneath, essentially making them alive. In an ironic twist of fate, the person that invented this device would also become its first victim. Finally, we have Judas.
Yo! No way you invented something and then became the first victim. Boy, I know you shitting me. Hell no, dog. Ain't no way, bro. How you die to your own invention? Like, I understand people die on accident of their own invention, but this nigga died to something he invented to cause pain to other people. Shitty fucker, you.
This cradle. This gruesome device was used during...
I probably shouldn't be laughing at that, but man, listen. Fuck, man. That's kind of fucked up.
During the 16th century. It was essentially a 3-legged stool, but instead of a seat, it had a massive wooden or metal spike. Its victims were slowly lowered down onto it until eventually it pierced their most sensitive parts. Comment which of these devices sounds the most painful to you and follow for more.
Did you know ketchup has the most disgusting history ever? The British advertised ketchup as diarrhea medication in the 1830s, but it was actually so toxic that if you opened up a bottle of it, it could kill you. Ketchup wasn't even made out of tomatoes for the longest time. It came from China and it looked like this.
Of course,
it was made out of fish guts and salt, and then it was put out into the sun for 20 to 50 days until it fermented. So it made it to Britain in the 1830s, and people were like, holy crap, this is so good, it must be diarrhea medication. But because preservatives weren't really a thing back then, the ketchup would go bad really quickly. And within a few days, it would look like this. And sometimes it was so bad that people would just open up the bottle and sniff it, and because of all the deadly bacteria in it, they would just drop dead. But people just kept eating it. So anyway, this is why ketchup comes in clear bottles, because back then, people needed to see if they were gonna die or not.
Disturbing facts.
Nigga.
But that just makes you think about ketchup completely different. Like, I mean, I
love ketchup. I just ate some ketchup. Damn. We came a long way, nigga. God, ketchup like one of the #1 condiment, right? The #1 condiment is gotta be ketchup, right?
I've been looking at products on the market, like, you know, with the eye, you know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure you know what the hell you eating, man. Like, this is wild out here.
Will ruin your day. In 1906, a man in Morocco was sentenced to be walled alive after he was found guilty of unaliving 36 people. For 2 full days, people could hear him crying from inside the wall.
Did she say unaliving? What the fuck? Hold on.
In your day. In 1906, a man in Morocco was sentenced to be walled alive after he was found guilty of unaliving 36 people.
Man, hold on, man. Man, hold on. Man, hold on, bro. Did he kill 13 people? What the fuck is unaliving, man? Man, hold on, man. Like, bro, hold on before we get any more news or information about history that we didn't know. What the fuck is unaliving? Now, hold on, man. I gotta search this shit up, bro. And motherfucker got me fucked up, bro. Like, he ain't gonna be coming bullshit me. What the fuck is unaliving? Yeah, that's what I want to know. What the fuck is that? Why is the word unaliving being used now instead of killing? Okay. First minute will ban you if you talk about death. Man. Okay. Okay, we getting creative on how we say the words. Okay. That nigga killed people. That's what he did. Boy, I tell you the truth, bro. Now I see what Corbin Holcomb was talking about when he say people take his information and then they try to make it sweet for the system. But that's another subject. Okay. Okay, so the nigga killed. That's it. But hey. I don't like that. The nigga killed. Yeah, that's what that nigga did. They walled his ass up because he killed how many people?
Morocco was sentenced to be walled alive after he was found guilty of unaliving 36 people.
The nigga killed 36 people. That's what he did. He killed 36 people. And they put his ass in a wall.
For 2 full days, people could hear him crying from inside the wall. There have been reports of these vacuum toilets and airplanes sucking out people's insides. When 14-year-old George Stinney was executed by electric chair, he was too short to fit into the chair, so he had to sit on a copy of the Bible. Later, he was found innocent. The average person spends 5...
Ooh, wait! Damn! The nigga was too short, so they put the nigga on a Bible? That's tough.
Months of their lives waiting for red lights to turn green. If you have red eyes after swimming, it's not from chlorine. It's from the chlorine mixing with other people's urine. And be careful the next time you're on an escalator, because there's been many cases of escalators eating people alive. Follow for more.
Disturbing historical.
Hold on, man. I knew about the case with the little dude, but see, that's why I don't like, bro. Look, that's why I don't fuck with people like that on a massive scale, bro. Like,
they
just like
pissing in your eyes, Dre.
Because people nasty, bro. Like,
Dre. Dre, you never pissed in the pool? Never. Never, Dre. Dre, this your boy here. I fuck with you. No homo shit. You never pissed in the pool? Yo, put a 1 in the comment section if you never pissed in the pool. No. Put a 0 if you never pissed in the pool. Put a 1 if you have. I just want to know. I don't know. Are we being honest here, Dre? Are we being honest, Dre?
Into the pool and they're urinating in the pool and that shit getting in your eyeballs. I gotta look that one up though, for real, because that shit sound weird. But
Dre, piss is in your eyes, Dre. Piss in your system, Dre. Dre, if you swimming on the water at any point, Dre, you ain't Jay, just dip in there. That shit, piss all on you, Dre. Yo, you don't go to the public pool and don't think people are pissing. Yeah, they better put something in there, bro. You never been to a water park? Piss is everywhere. I mean, come on, bro. I'm sorry, America, if y'all didn't think we was pissing in. We piss in the pool. Yeah, I'm guilty. I'm guilty, man. Judge me. I mean, come on. Judge me.
You know how you hope that that's not true?
Historical facts that
it's true, Jay.
You never knew. In the 18th century, a woman convinced doctors that she was giving birth to rabbits. The doctors actually believed it for a little while until they found corn in one of the rabbit's stomach. And knowing this, it wasn't possible to have come from her womb. She was manually inserting the rabbits into herself to make it more like a natural birth. Genghis Khan was one of the worst people to
Hey,
ever...
look, y'all, I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey, maybe that vagina was bumping. Was jumping, I meant. That shit was jumping, wasn't it? Yeah.
have walked the earth. He killed over 40 million people. He was responsible for actually changing the carbon dioxide levels on Earth during his 21-year reign. In 1930s, the apartments there were so cramped together and there was no outside places to play that people would actually make cages outside of their windows in the apartments that held their baby so the baby could get fresh air. That was great. As usual, there are no part twos, so throw me a follow, like, and comment, and thank you for watching.
Disturbing history facts that they don't teach in school. Human zoos were active until 1958. They had people from various regions in cages. The My Lai massacre in Vietnam. The US Marines marched into a village and killed over 600 people. Even the babies were shot. The pirates were the terrorists of their time. Killing, burning, execution games, slavery, and even cannibalism. So they had nothing to do with the pirates in the movies.
If you know anything about ancient Rome,
after they got tired of eating that white meat, they came looking for some black people. They were like, "Yeah, they look like chocolate. Let's go fucking take a bite out of these niggas." Like that's what happened next. Yeah,
a lot of their emperors were absolutely disgusting. This piece of shit probably takes.
I mean, I know we supposed to be here getting a history lesson, and she got to talk about them ears too, though, Dre. I mean, we can't. She just can't come on here and act like we don't see them goddamn ears on her. Dre, don't tell me she gonna slide like this. She giving a history lesson and ain't talking about her civilization. How her ears get like that, Dre?
The cake. This is Emperor Tiberius. This involves children, so viewer discretion is advised. The pedo used the whole island of Capri.
Bro, I can't even focus, man. Fuck.
To do disgusting things. Here's your last chance to scroll away.
I just gotta not look at her.
He liked to sit in the water fountains that were built on the island, and he would train toddlers to nibble at him and called them his little fishes. Do we really need a statue of this dude? Do we really?
Hey,
I mean,
man,
I know it's
all that shit is
historical
built
and
off of
everything,
Satanism.
but can he just be like erased into history and forgotten?
Disturbing historical facts that you wish I hadn't have told you. Up until the 1980s, it was believed that babies couldn't feel pain, so during operations, they didn't give them any anesthesia. Instead, they gave them muscle relaxers, so the baby wouldn't be able to move, but they would still be crying. In the 18th century, Mary Toth convinced doctors that she was giving birth to rabbits. However, they ended up finding corn in one of the rabbits' stomach, which proved it wasn't developed inside of her. Turns out she'd been manually inserting them to make the delivery look as realistic as possible. In the 1930s in London, parents would keep their babies in cages so they could get fresh air. Just imagine walking down the road and
child labor, and what's even more terrible is that it was considered normal. A newborn was seen as future labor, an old age insurance policy for most of the human history. From an early age, children were expected to help around the farm, house, or business. Around the turn of the century, as the economy progressed and so did urbanization, children worked in a wide range of industries, careers, and professions. The Bureau of Labor and Statistics in the United States maintains a track of all of this.
Bruh, that just show you how much we don't know. Like, my nigga. What? Like, for me, in my head, it's like foreign talking. Who the fuck thinks? Or let me ask this. Can a baby actually comprehend this type of shit? Could I give... I know kids are advanced. I don't care if I sound crazy. I'm learning. Could a 3-year-old baby actually fulfill and could the motherfucker do the duties of a hard label job? Like they had the picture we just seen, the baby working in the factory. Could that motherfucker do that without you having to watch over the little motherfucker? I see babies do amazing things all the time. We see clips and stuff like this all over the world. But you got a whole goddamn station 1, and nothing but babies dying. Yeah, go over there. Put that little motherfucker over there at station 1. Yeah, he get right over in there. Goddamn it. Yeah, do what he do. That's tough. That's tough.
They claim that rural kids have now been employed in resource extraction, for instance, mining and conveying coal, in addition to the traditional farming and agricultural field labor that they had historically done 100 years ago. Children from the coastal towns could be found fishing, shoring, and shucking oysters for cannings. As for the cities and towns of all sizes, children worked in mills and factories, making products such as glass, textiles, kitchenware, cigars, and more. The children from large cities, however, could be seen talking around careers, drivers, cleaners, newsies, and more. In almost every level of the U.S. economy, child labor was involved. However, the children themselves didn't get to enjoy the money they earned. The society saw these kids as an extra source of income for their parents.
Hey, that's wild though. You gotta think though, bro. In my travels, I remember like flying on certain missions and we'd land in places that was janky as hell, like dirt road type shit, right? And you would see children out there working with their parents, and their parents were out there chopping down trees for the runway and stuff, just getting it all prepared and stuff. But the little kids, they were like 5, 6, 7, maybe, like out there helping, picking up little logs and stuff. And it's just like that in certain places. So that's not out of the ordinary. But when I come back here, that's why I say, man, cherish what you have, because it's a lot worse in other places.
Well, I mean, see, at that age, I can see that you should be helping. At that age, I'm thinking like along the lines 3, 4, and shit like that. I mean, at 7 years old, man, yeah, motherfucker, what you doing in the house laying down? Yeah, come on, bring your motherfucking ass on. I mean, I'm not against that. 7 years old, 8 years old, helping their parents out. I mean, I think that's a plus, man. I think it actually, it creates a stable lifestyle, man. A lifestyle of a structured work ethic. I have my daughter exercise. I had my daughter exercising at 5. So I guess when I'm sitting here thinking about how I raised my daughter, I could see how now is she out there working in the work field? No, but I put my daughter through a lot of stuff, man, from a young age, and she still have that mentality, to be fit, to carry herself in a certain way, to love herself, So I guess you can condition a kid early on to do certain things. So yeah, but I'm for that, man. 7 years old, man, put them to work. I think a lot of kids now don't have details. So they get into all these other things, especially in the black community. You don't have any activities. What are you going to do? You know how it is. I mean, if you're from where I'm from, I don't know where Dre is from, but for my G's out there that came from nothing, environment where you grew up and you had to eat the sandwiches every day, the hot dogs and the bologna. I'm talking about them type of niggas. We don't have activities. They took those. So we stealing bikes. We trying to create fun. We shooting in crates, and we shooting basketball in crates and shit. We shooting on the can, called can shit. I don't even know the name of that game where you shoot the basketball on his can, he shoot it on your can. I don't even know the name of that game. It's called cans or some shit. But like, you had to try to create fun, and if you can't create no fun, you know what the next thing we was doing? Hunching. Yeah, somebody finna get hunched. Yeah, we done seen the videos. Yeah, I mean, shit. Yeah, if I can I stick it in something, but they couldn't find the hoes. But when I turned 9, it was a different story, but I ain't gonna get into that. But what I'm saying is I do think we should have kids doing things early. Now, going to a work field at 3, 4, and 5, I think that's a little outrageous. Or even at 7 or 8 going to a work field, but working around the house and helping me, or me taking them to help me. I'm cutting down these logs. They can get the little logs. I think that's called family survivor, in my opinion.
places. A lot of these kids, look, y'all take that shit for granted. Oh, going outside, having fun and playing, getting on TikTok or whatever y'all do nowadays. But you gotta understand, in other places, it ain't like that. So be grateful for what you have and make the best out of it. For real. Stop complaining about everything. You know, it could get better, but I mean,
Historical fact I know is that houses of
going through
ill
some
repute
shit.
existed in Victorian London, but for children. The girls who worked there were often as young as 9, and their customers were young boys who lived a life of crime. By 1852, prison inspectors for the Home District found that these children were riddled with venereal disease by the time that they were 12.
What is the most disturbing history fact you know? In the 1800s, a woman named Madame Marie Delphine LaLaurie did some really horrific things to slaves she owned at the time, including cutting off their genitals and sewing them shut in the mouths of still living victims and similar things. I think she only got found out when a cook intentionally set the house on fire hoping to kill everyone inside because death was better than what was happening to them inside that house.
The most disturbing torture and execution.
Hey, y'all want to know where I have a hard time believing that type of stuff right there? Is the simple fact is just, I don't know, just my mindset, bro. I couldn't imagine somebody like sewing my mouth closed. Look, I'm going to go out with a bang. You ain't going to get a chance to do that to me. Once I get my hand.
But see, and I, you know, I fuck with Dre heavily. But you know, sometimes we all can learn things from others. This is one of the things that OG Percy was talking about. See, you was born in a different time, Trey. So you was born. You're conditioned to stand up for yourself. A lot of those people, they conditioned to be fearful. You know, you conditioned to be fearless. So, of course, our mind, we can't see that shit because we feel like, man, nigga, I ain't afraid of you. I look you in your eyes, non-black man or woman, fuck is you? Yeah, Karen, I don't give a fuck about you. Back then, they are conditioned to fear Karen. No, sir, I'm not looking at you. You know what I'm saying? We don't, so it's just about, that's why programming is real. You know what I'm saying? It's not a fake thing, you know, and a lot of us are those same slaves. When it really come down to it, if we think about it. I don't want to go so deep because we reacting to Dre video, but if I was just doing some other shit, I would get in deeper. But I don't want my nigga to feel like I'm coming at him because you know how shit go. You know, a lot of people, you know, when you talking about shit, they try to make it seem like something else. But I would go deeper. But a lot of us are those same slaves. So when it come down to it, niggas really not about what they say they're about. Niggas not really willing to stand up for what they say they'll stand up for. Until you see a nigga willingly take a loss, that nigga just talking. He or she. A nigga not willing to do something. If a nigga haven't been approached by the system and turned the system down, and then I don't want to go so far into it. But it's a different type of video. Let's get back into it. But I do talk about shit like this. I do talk about the system shit, but like I said, I don't want to do it while I'm doing a reaction video.
Hands on you, it's over for you. You know, you're not gonna outmuscle me, none of that stuff. I got endurance, all of that. I just don't see how people will go out like that. I don't care about all that fear stuff. Oh, this is gonna happen. It's gonna happen regardless. If you want to try to put something like that in my motherfucking mouth and sew my shit, you got it messed up. That's gonna happen to you. You're not gonna do that to me. Or I'm just gonna go out with a bang. I'm be dead by the time you get to do that to me. Real talk.
Methods in History, Part 1. The Brazen Bull. This is a method where they would put you in a metal bowl and heat it up with fire, so that when you cook, your screams could be heard. And the only person known to have been killed this way was the guy who made it. Impalement as a method of torture and execution.
And I think that's the one we seen earlier. The only nigga that was killed this way was the nigga that made it. That nigga weird. Get the fuck out of here. But yeah, let's fast forward.
History facts that your teacher didn't teach you, but I'm about to. Part 2. Did you know that in 1929, 2 researchers turned a live cat into a telephone? And I know what you're thinking, there's literally no way. But sure enough, 2 scientists from Princeton wanted to test how the auditory nerve perceives sound, so they cut out a piece of the cat's brain and went to work. So while the cat was heavily sedated but still very much alive, they attached one side of the wire to the auditory nerve of the cat and the other to a receiver, and they just began talking back and forth with a normal conversation. A little strange if you ask me. Back in the early 1900s, there was a Russian mystic named Rasputin, and he survived not one, not two, but 3 assassination attempts on him. The first attempt, someone tried to poison him. The second attempt, someone shot him. And the third attempt, someone stabbed him. And yet he was still kicking after all of this. And eventually he was wrapped in a blanket and thrown in a river, and that's how he died. But not before assassins cut off his private parts and pickled them in a jar.
Top 3 rare photos from history.
Man, what's up with that, man? What's up with dudes doing that, man? Like that's
Dre ain't feeling them niggas fucking with your dick. Yo. Dre done had enough of that dick shit. Dre done had enough of the motherfucker cutting off dicks and doing anything. Dre like getting pussy. I like getting pussy. I'm with you, Dre. Leave the dick alone. Dick and balls, I'll keep those. Take my eyes, my lips, my tongue, my organs that you gonna take. Yeah, my melanin. Take all the shit that you need. You don't need my dick and balls. Quit being jealous. I understand you know what I'm saying? You ain't hanging like this. Don't be, them niggas hating Dre. Dre was a lot of haters back then. You gotta understand, Dre. There's a lot of haters back then. Yeah, they saying them niggas hang low, you know that black is strong, black is, yeah, swinging in the air well. Yeah, come on, man. Dre done had enough of that, yeah, fucking.
That's insane, bro. That's pure jealousy. You want to pickle it for what you want to do, save it for later and deep-throat it? Like, that's crazy. To put a pickle down your throat, like that's weird.
Dre done had enough of the nigga fucking with dick and balls, man.
Perfection. You see all those craters in his face? What the hell look like perfection? It look like the moon. She look like the moon on your face. Like that shit ain't perfection, bro. Like, come on, stop it. Learn a little bit more about. That's not my history. Be for real with you, man. A lot of that shit was other people's history, but at the simple fact of it, it's crazy what they used to do and the thought processes.
Yeah, that is.
Back in the day.
Facts. Man, shout out to Drake, man. Great fucking video, great fucking reaction. I like reacting to Drake shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've been fucking with Drake for about 3 years now. You know, so sometimes, he have different perspective than I do. But at the end of the day, man, we all trying to get to the same cause, and that's trying to get knowledge. You feel me? We all searching for knowledge. We all trying to get info so we can better our lives and better those around us. So, shout out to my boy Dre. OG reacts, man. Y'all make sure y'all go check them out. Dirty Facts About History That School Probably Didn't Teach You, Part 8. And I'll see y'all on the next one, man. Great video, Dre. Great video.
Bello on the